Welcome to Orangeville Golf Club, a short yet challenging 9-hole course located in Orangeville, Ontario. This course has a history dating back to 1935, which makes it a joy to play with antique golf clubs. I decided to commentate this round to talk through each shot and explain my course management. Without further ado, off to the first tee. Starting off is a pretty standard par 5. I think it's a great way to ease into your round. There's quite a lot of room on both sides of the fairway. Pretty nice drive here, went about 200 yards, a bit up the right. Using my mid-iron here, launched it pretty high. Ended up skating pretty far left though. I don't have much of a swing here. Had a bit of tree trouble, that was really the best I could do, just running a low punch out there. Using my mashie to run it in low, ended up giving it way too much. Just shot I'm really working on right now. Didn't give that one enough now. It gives me a look at a 2-putt here, which thankfully I get away with. A double on the first isn't too bad, really. Well, this is a pretty challenging par 3 right here. Was playing a bit shorter than the number today, but still using my brassy, ended up getting just on the side of the green. Using my mashie niblick to chip here. This ball just kept running and running. Bit of a tricky green here, gave it a decent run. I'll get off with a bogey, take on that hole. This is my favorite hole in the course. It's a pretty short par 3 using my spade mashie. Nice high cut. Went right towards the center of the green, gave me a great look at birdie. Once again gave it a decent run, I'll take a tap in par. On this hole what I'm doing is using my mid-iron. I'm trying to lay up to about 100 yards. Gives me a comfortable approach into the green. Well, it is exactly what I did, but I pushed it a bit to the right. Blocked me out a little bit. It still gave me a look. Using my mashie niblick here. See the ball bouncing around just in front of the green. It's a pretty tough green here as a false front, so I'm using my putter, going with more of a links approach to it. It's going to give me a look at par, which thankfully I capitalize on, so that's 2 pars in a row now. This is a pretty challenging hole. It hugs the river on the right, so you want to stay left of it. Seemed to almost sky this mid-iron somehow. Ended up getting a really brutal kick here towards the river. I actually thought it might have trundled in. Thankfully it stayed in. Didn't really get all of this one, so it came a bit short. Using my niblick here. It's a very heavy club that I'm still getting used to. Ended up pulling it, put me on the left side of the green. Have a look at par, but just barely miss it. You know, it looks like that putt I might have pulled there, so that kind of stung a bit. Ended up getting a double after that. Pretty straightforward, just a short par 4. Using my spoon here, once again just trying to lay up to about 100 yards. That's my favorite number to hit. Hit this one a bit fat, but I still got away with it. It's probably my best strike of the day with the mashie niblick. Pitch it right into the middle of the green and gives me a very nice look at birdie. This one was tracking right on line, just barely burned the edge. Really wanted that birdie, but still take a par. Going across the railway tracks now is a par 5. The tees are moved up about 100 yards due to maintenance ongoing. Wasn't threatening on getting there in 2 after this though. Really just topped that one, came over the top. Did a good job at getting this one back into play with the mid-iron though. Gives me a look at the green now. But hitting out of the rough, I didn't really catch all of that, so it's a bit short of the green still. Using my new Tom Stewart niblick here. Has a lot of loft, so I'm still getting used to dialing in the distance for that. Decided to use my putter here as I wasn't very confident in my chipping at this point. I like using hickory putters for this due to their high loft. Really gave that one for a run. And I'll tap in for a bogey. Now here's the signature hole. It plays about 30 yards down. I'll use my mashie. Wanted to hit a good one, but reality is often disappointing.
4!
That's an outright shank. Ended up going under the last fairway. And of course I'm blocked out by a tree now, so I can't really go aerial. Using my mid-iron to hit a punch, but got way too aggressive. Ended up trickling into the back bunker there. So that was kind of a mess of this hole. So an experiment here, trying to use my putter. Don't think I'll do that much again after that. Ended up 2-putting off camera there. Didn't want to record it. kind of ping-pong back and forth. I bit in my head after that one, so I did this. I actually hit the net there. I wasn't really going to have a look at the green after that, so I'm just punching it back into the middle of the fairway,
I remember
laying
being
up to about 130 yards. In the spade mashie here downhill. Using my putter here for par. That was a pretty bad read. Going uphill, this putt really dies, so that was a shame. Ended up finishing with the double. Overall, a decent round, but some mistakes around the greens led to a few doubles. Still won't complain about a 45 with the hickories though. Hope you enjoyed this short trip back in time, and thanks for watching.